This is my friend Joel, and he's about to have a pint with somebody who could change our startup forever.
Jake, you can't even put this in, mate.
Michael Jordan, Steve Jobs, Pitbull, every industry has somebody who stands out from the rest. Someone you might describe as the greatest of all time. And Contract Review is no different. It might not have the glamour and glitz of NBA basketball, but it still has a GOAT. And their name is... Okay, so I've changed the name out of respect to Dave, but this guy's the real deal. Let me take you back to November 2024. We were a month into our legal tech startup doing AI contract review, and that's where we first came across one of Dave's posts. Dave runs his own firm that does one thing and one thing only, and that's contract review. He eats, sleeps, and breathes contracts. We knew that if we could get a conversation with him and get a good first impression, that it could be a real game changer for our company. And so we devised a 4-step plan. Doing. The plan was simple. The first step was to attend one of his online workshops. This would give us a chance to hear him speak and also give us something to reach out to him about for step 2, LinkedIn chat. We wanted to send some messages back and forth and build up a bit of rapport, which leads into the next step of reading his book. Because if we were going to meet him, we needed to be prepared. And then, in true British fashion, the final one was to grab a pint. Let's hope he drinks. Now, step 1 seemed simple enough, but there was a problem. See, his workshops were lawyer-only events. So to get in, Blueside LLP, the hottest new UK law firm, was born. We requested to join the workshop and just hoped they didn't check our website. And they didn't. Or they were charmed by those sleek tailwind animations. We slipped under the radar and did our best lawyer impressions.
You take her flat on your back like this.
You just lay back, enjoy that breeze, pretend it's a fan.
And let those bad slaves whip all around you like this.
And by the end of it, we were in the flow and ready for... It was also at this point that we realized our plan to lie as lawyers was about to backfire when he reads our LinkedIn and sees that we're AI founders. And there's one thing I didn't mention about Dave, but he's not the biggest fan of AI founders. We were hoping that because we weren't coming from a point of trying to sell anything and just trying to have a chat with him, that we might be okay. So Joel drafted a message and sent it to him saying that we joined his workshop as legal tech founders and found it really useful. And honesty turned out to be the best policy. He accepted our request and replied back saying that he was glad to hear it. It wasn't much, but it was a start. With the first 2 steps down, it was easy to get ahead of ourselves and jump straight into asking for a pint. But we knew if we were going to get a pint with Dave, we had to be prepared and do it the right way.
You got a piece of gutter.
And so we hit the books. Well, one book. Dave's book. If Dave was Contract Jesus, this was his Bible. And 3 weeks later, we had it on lockdown. Plan was coming together, and we had chatted more with Dave about some legal tech stuff on LinkedIn, and we were ready to pop the question. Me and Joel decided that a 1-on-2 situation in the pub might have felt a bit weird, so we spun a wheel to decide who would get to go and meet Dave.
Oh, you lucky boy. Get yourself to the pub, mate.
Still mad about it. Joel spent some time constructing the ultimate message, and in true looking for work fashion, it was shock horror.
I actually can't believe you sent this.
But we clicked send and waited to hear back. And then a couple hours later, we got the green light.
Just responded to the message.
The day came around and me and Joel headed into London to get a pre-match warm-up pint. And then, with some Dutch courage, I let Joel go to meet with Dave.
On our way.
Joel sat down outside the pub and waited for the moment that we had waited for months.
Holy shit, did it? Mission complete. He was exactly what I thought he was going to be like, but also better. Like, it was just so good. Oh god, I don't even know. He basically wants us to come and do a demo at his office with him. He wants us to do a demo. Got drunk with him. What more do you want? What more do you want?
And I guess you're just going to have to subscribe to find out what happens then. See you in the next Monthly for Workers.